Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's time for my favorites videos. I love these. I love to just sit here and talk to you guys about products that I have been loving the past month or so. I've got a handful. It's not too many, so I'm probably gonna get through it pretty fast. Well, actually, you never know. When you get me talking about makeup, I could talk your ear off, so I'll try to make it quick, but I'm also gonna try to explain to you why I love all these things and why I would recommend every single one of them to you guys. Before we get into the video, I wanna welcome any new subscribers. Welcome to the family, you guys. I'm seriously so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for hopping on board. I'm so excited to get to know you guys and to continue this journey together. I'm really excited, so thank you for stopping by and for subscribing. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna kind of go in order of how I apply my makeup. So first, starting with brows. I mentioned this a couple videos back, but I've been loving this brow pencil from CoverGirl. It is their ultra fine brow pencil. The one that I have is in the shade Honey Brown. It's what I've got through my brows today, and I just love how it applies. I love how precise it is. It has a really tiny little applicator like you can see right there, which really helps to make those hair-like strokes. So if you're somebody who just needs a little bit of filling, or I need a lot of filling in my eyebrows, but I really like a more natural kind of brow, this is a really great pencil. I find that it lasts a very long time on my brows, and I just like the outcome, and I like the shade. A lot of times it's hard to find drugstore brow products. I've had a hard time personally. The formulas tend to be a little bit waxy, and the colors are sometimes a little bit too warm, and this color is just perfect for my hair. I think it looks really natural, and I just can't get enough of it. I also love that there's a spoolie attached to the other side, so just a really great all-around brow product, and it's from the drugstore, so it really can't be beat. I'm excited that I found this because it's honestly so hard to find a good drugstore brow product. I've personally struggled. So I have a couple things that I picked up at Sephora for my birthday. It was my birthday this past month, and I just had a couple things on my wish list that I had never gone out and purchased, so I felt like it was a good time to go ahead and get myself a birthday present. My husband was so sweet, and he took me to Sephora on a little shopping spree. So the first thing that I picked up was this Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. This palette is not a new palette. It's newer, but it's not that new. Like, it came out a few months ago. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Guys, I don't know why I didn't own this earlier. Those of you who know me know that I love peach and I love matte. So I don't know why I never owned the peachy mattes until this month. But you know what? That's okay. It's in my collection now, and I'm so happy that I have it. The formula is so beautiful, so buttery, and I just feel like it's a great way to start any makeup look. But also you have a lot of the fun berry tones. I'm wearing it on my eyes today with another eyeshadow palette, which I'll mention in a second. But I just really love the options that you have here. Even though they're all mattes, I feel like there's so many different kinds of looks you can make with this. You can really go from day to night, which is something that I look for in a palette, and so this stole my heart completely, and I really love it. So this next eyeshadow palette, you guys, I just recently got like a week ago. Yeah. And it's already a favorite. I don't even care. I don't even care if I didn't get to use it this entire month. I've used it several times since I got it. Some of you probably can guess. It's the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I was really nervous about this palette when it came in the mail just because there's been so much like controversy, unfortunately, around Anastasia eyeshadow palettes ever since Subculture launched. I personally feel like Subculture wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to be. I mean, my palette has been fine. I think there was just an inconsistency in like the formula and the manufacturing. I don't even know what went down. Anyways, I was really nervous to kind of review this just because of that, and I didn't want to, you know, talk about a palette if it was gonna be bad. So I used this off camera before I made my tutorial, which some of you guys may have seen, and I have to say I love this. I love it so much. Just in case you didn't see that video that I made, here are the shades. I'm wearing it on my eyes mixed with the Just Peachy Mattes palette. I used a lot of the more pinky and berry tones today, and I really love how this eye look turned out, but it's so beautiful, you guys. The formula is super similar to, if not exact, to Modern Renaissance, which is my favorite palette ever, but I just really love the colors in here. A lot of the shades are the same as Modern Renaissance, and some are actually Anastasia single eyeshadows. So a lot of people have been like questioning that and like wondering if it's worth it. I feel like it's really worth it. I feel like Modern Renaissance and this palette do different things for me. I got a lot of questions on Instagram when I posted a picture of this, and I've kind of seen them all around. People are wondering like which one I would rather have, the Modern Renaissance or the Soft Glam, and I feel like I'm really torn between the two. I feel like I would get more use out of every color in the Soft Glam palette. The Modern Renaissance palette will always have my heart, and I do love to play with those fuchsia tones, but I don't gravitate toward those on a daily basis, so this is a more practical, more everyday palette, but you can also turn your looks into nighttime because there's a nice matte black and these really pretty brown tones and really gorgeous metallics. I feel like they both win in my book. They're both different to me in my book, but if you're just looking to buy one Anastasia palette and you like natural looks, I would look at Soft Glam personally. I just think it's really versatile and really, really beautiful. I'm so happy they came out with this palette. Some people get bored of like neutral tones, and I feel like, you know, every time a brand releases a palette now, everyone's like, oh no, another palette of neutral tones. But like, I still get excited because that's my favorite kind of makeup. So, okay, the next thing is a highlighter. I picked this up because it had been on my wish list for a few months and I just never bought it. And so on my birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy this highlight, and I'm so glad I did. It is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Vanilla Quartz. I have it on my skin right here. And one thing you should know about me is I don't really love super blinding sparkly highlights. I prefer a more like natural glow, even though my makeup looks very not natural today. I was planning on doing something more natural, and then I like kept going with my makeup, and I was listening to music at the same time, and it just happened. Anyway, this highlight is so beautiful. I don't know if it's limited edition or not, but the packaging is different than all the other highlighters that Becca makes. This formula is slightly more powdery, I would say, than the other ones that I have. Like, I have Champagne Pop, and it's a little bit more powdery. But the reason why I love this is because on my fair skin, I feel like it blends into my skin tone, but it also like illuminates at the same time. So it's not gonna be like a super duper stripe, but you can still see it really glow when I turn my head. I think it's so beautiful. It kind of has actually like a pink undertone if you look at it closely, but I just think the name of it is beautiful, the packaging is beautiful, and of course how it looks on the skin is absolutely beautiful. I am so happy I have this. It definitely does not disappoint. So if you are somebody who is fair skinned and you have a hard time finding a good highlight, or you like a more natural looking highlight, this is definitely something you should check out. I personally love it. So next I have some blushes. I've been using these for a couple weeks now, and I really love how they perform. Bare Minerals has always been one of my favorite brands ever. I just have like a really special connection with them. I love their brand. I love everything that they do. I really do. And they came out with Gen Nude blushes. There's two that I really want to talk about specifically. The first shade is called Beige for Days, and it's just this really pretty beige color. And this is a blush that like I don't think I would ever try out. It just doesn't look very appealing to me. It looks kind of dull, but I have learned to love this so much. If you're somebody who actually doesn't really love blush, I love blush, and I still love this, but if you're somebody who doesn't really like blush as far as like super pink cheeks or anything like that, but sometimes you just need a little flush of color, this is so beautiful. It adds a little bit of warmth over your bronzer, but it's not gonna look like you're wearing blush hardly. It just looks like you have a really nice tan. I'm wearing it toward the back of my cheeks today, and I just really love what it does to the cheeks. Who knew I would love a beige blush? But I do. I feel like this would be beautiful on so many skin tones as well. And the second one that I've been reaching for a ton is called Pretty in Pink. This is just a really nice pink tone. I don't know, you can kind of see it better if I turn it that way so the light's not hitting it so harshly. I'm wearing that layered on top. It's a really soft, subtle pink. Both of these blushes have been really great everyday blushes for me, and I really wanted to talk about these two shades in particular. The formula has been really great. They're really pigmented. They blend over makeup really well. I have nothing bad to say about these, but these are definitely my two favorite shades. They came out with so many different shades, so if you're interested in checking them out, definitely do. They have peaches and pinks and mauves, berry tones for all different skin tones. So no matter what skin tone you are, no matter what blush color you like, you're gonna find something. But these two have been the ones that I've gravitated toward most. I wear them alone and I combine them. They are amazing. I can't remember if I talked about this in a favorites or not. I don't think I did. But recently I've been into Lash Primer, you guys. I used to think, if I'm honest, that Lash Primer was just the biggest waste of time. I was like, really? It's just a reason for brands to make another product for everybody to buy to make another buck. But I recently, okay, first it started out, where did it go? Here. Okay. So it started out with this one. This one's from Benefit. It's the They're Real Tinted Primer. This was sent to me by Benefit, and I thought, you know what? I like the They're Real mascara. I'm just gonna give it a shot. I tried it with the They're Real mascara, fell in love. This is a great one. I would recommend this as well. Maybe I'll throw this in here too. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I am now. So I love that one. And then I got so hooked on that one that I wanted to find one from the drugstore. So I picked up the L'Oreal Voluminous Base Primer. It's just this white bottle, and the primer itself is actually white too. You can't really tell because I'm wearing false lashes today, but I've used it in several tutorials, and you guys know if you've seen those tutorials how much of a difference it makes on your lashes. Not only does it like make it more voluminous, which I love, but it also conditions your lashes, and I've noticed that it makes it easier to remove my mascara at the end of the day, which sounds kind of weird, but I feel like it does that for me. My idea has totally shifted from when I thought it was a waste of time, and now I wear a lash primer like every day. Unless I'm short on time, I won't do it, but if I have time, I will do lash primer and mascara always. I just really do see a difference, and I've loved it. So I had to mention that, and I guess I mentioned the other one as well. I'll link both down below if you're interested. I'm gonna talk about these false lashes. You guys may know that I don't really wear false lashes a ton because I just feel like with my eye shape, it really weighs down my eyes, and I can't wear super huge ones. I just don't like how they look. I don't have that much lid space anyways, so I just really don't like how it looks on me. But these lashes, I absolutely love. I feel like they actually make my eyes look more open, even though they're pretty fluffy and pretty big for a false lash. These are from House of Lashes. They are the Iconic Light Lashes. So many beauty gurus here on YouTube have talked about these lashes for years, I feel like, and I just barely hopped on board, and I really see why everybody likes them. I feel like it just adds drama, and I love how most of the lashes are kind of on this outer portion here, so that's really going to lift the eyes and open it. If there's too much lash in the center here, I find if I'm wearing a false lash, it just kind of like makes my eyes look a little droopy. These I feel like open my eyes and lift them and make them look more awake. I actually need to get a new pair because there's so much like glue and stuff that's stuck to the band now because I've worn them so much. I need to get another pair. I've really loved those lashes, and I wanted to mention them because I never really wear false lashes, but those have been amazing. The last thing is my lip color, you guys. Oh, this is so beautiful. I actually got like a Valentine package sent to me from Urban Decay. They sent over their Naked palette, the original palette, and then like 5 of their lipsticks, and I had never tried their lipsticks before. I actually kind of was trying them on Valentine's Day, and I wore this on Valentine's Day, and I just, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. This is the, what are these called? What kind of lipsticks are these? I remembered. They're called the Vice lipsticks, right? Urban Decay Vice lipsticks, yes. This one is in the shade Back Talk. It is so pretty. I really like these kind of purpley shades just because my natural lip color actually leans a little bit more purple, and so I just feel like this is a really flattering color for me. This is a Comfort Matte formula, and I just feel like the formula is really beautiful as well. I can't stop wearing this. I absolutely love it, and I had to share it. And actually, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw that it turns out, I'm so late to the bandwagon, but it turns out, there was a photo they posted, it turns out this lipstick, this shade, is like one of their #1 best-selling shades, and they're actually coming out with like a palette and everything inspired by this color. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally a fan of the shade too, but I had no idea that it was like their #1 selling shade. So if you've heard about it, sorry, I didn't hear about it till a couple weeks ago, but honestly, it is so beautiful, you guys. All right, you guys, that completes my February favorites. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, if you haven't joined the family yet, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys want to be part of the notification squad, just click on the little bell after you subscribe, and that'll just mean you'll be notified every time I upload. You guys know the drill. I love to hear what you guys have been loving for the past month, so please leave that in the comments down below. You guys know I'm always looking to find new great makeup. That's my favorite thing to do, is go find great new makeup. So if you guys have been loving something, whether it's from the drugstore or something you splurged on, let me know what it is in the comments below because I need to try it. So tell me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye. That was a really hard slap. Okay.
Danny's gonna cook some food.
Dinner for him?
Danny's gonna cook some food.
You hungry?
Hungry for none again.
What do you want? Lettuce wraps? Chicken burgers? Pescetti?